Are you aware of the extent of neurosurgical facilities available in St. Lucia? Do you know whether St. Lucia has neurologists on island? Do you know the difference between a neurologist and a neurosurgeon? How can you support people who suffer and aid people who are trying to make a difference? Stay with us for a serious and alarming discussion that will get your nerves tingling with frustration on tonight's Dolor Factor Live. The views expressed in this program are those of the host and guests and are not intended to influence decision-making processes. Dolor Factor Live is produced by Delia Dolor Media Relations and sponsored by Ladera Resort, Rainforest Hideaway and Inside Out. Welcome to Dolor Factor Live. I'm Delia Dolor. Get prepared for an emotional show tonight that will set your nerves tingling with frustration and emotion. On the Dolor Factor Live set are two men who constantly battle trying to save lives. Tonight they will voice some of their frustrations but also highlight developments and ask for your support. I'd like to welcome Dr. Ben Alemina, who is the Associate Professor of Anatomy. He actually has so many titles. I'm actually going to let him say what they are. And also I have Mr. Percival McDonald, and I'm sure not a stranger to St. Lucia. And we all know him as the Chairman of the Board of Directors at St.Jude Hospital. So gentlemen, welcome to Dolor Factor Live.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm so looking forward to this show with a mixture of emotions. And also as we go on with the show tonight, ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching, we are going to be speaking to some parents who lost their son due to what we're talking about tonight. So you need to stay with us because we have some news and some developments and we really need your help. So stay with us tonight, okay? So gentlemen, I've introduced you, I've just said what you've done, or who you are, what you do, but can you just tell our viewers a little bit more about yourselves, please?
Right,
Dr. Ben.
First of all, I want to let you know I have a little inflammation of my vocal cords, so I'm a little hoarse.
It sounds actually quite nice.
All right, so I hope our viewers do pardon me. I mean, I'm going to try my best to be as clear as possible. Secondly, I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity to come to your show to talk about this. As you know, I've been traveling and been trying to contact you, and you've been trying to contact me as well, just to get this done. And so
well, I have to say, when you say you've been traveling, you just came on island today, right?
Yes.
Where did you come from? Tell our viewers.
Well, I came directly from Washington, D.C., but as you know, I made a long trip. I went to Africa, I was in Nigeria, Ghana. I had to make some presentations at universities over there. And so I'm pretty tired, but also excited to be here tonight because this is very important, what we are trying to do. And so I'm grateful you gave us a chance. So.
Thank you. And tell our viewers what you do.
Okay. Well, I'm presently an associate professor of anatomy at Spartan Medical School and also head of the Department of Anatomy. Apart from my teaching responsibilities, I'm also part of the administration of the school. I'm in charge of international affairs. And so later on during the show, I'm going to tell you about some of the things I'm trying to do with my portfolio as Director of International Affairs that will benefit St. Lucians as a whole.
Thank you. Well, you look far too young to have all that responsibility on your shoulder. So congratulations on all your achievements, and thank you for being here.
Thank you very much.
Mr. McDonald,
yes.
Percival, thank you so much for being here.
Quite welcome.
Tell us about you, please.
Well, basically, let me thank you on behalf of Spartan Medical School, on behalf of all our staff and students. And secondly, say that I've been involved in the government for a long time, as Permanent Secretary from Ministry of Agriculture all the way to Tourism and Financial Services. And basically, I was brought on at Spartan to try and see how best we can improve the school. And basically, we have done that, and as we go through the program, we'll know about it. But basically, I'm the consultant and administrator of the hospital, consultant in the fact that we have a liaison with government, and in other institutions, then I consult and so on, and the general administration of the school and so on. So I've been there with them for about 8 years now, looks like only yesterday, but time goes on. So I'm quite happy, and things are happening.
Wonderful.
We'll hear about it later on.
Thank you.
And he's not getting old, no?
Well, you know, I just think that I'm blessed tonight, you know, because I'm with two people who obviously care about others. You know, you don't enter this kind of profession and career if you don't care about others. And I think that too many times people take for granted your care.
That's right.
They just think, well, that's your job. They forget that you are human too, and you
must have a feeling. You must be involved.
Of course, you know, because sometimes you have a lot of bad news to give others, and you don't give the bad news and go home.
That's correct.
You go home with that bad news, and then all the people who are around you sharing that one way or the other. I think people don't always remember that. So I want to thank you for being those caring people that we all need.
Thank you for the great work you're doing too.
Well, really. I'm trying my best to inform everyone. You know, that's education is important. We are never too old to learn.
To learn, absolutely.
You know, and I know that I'm going to learn a lot from both of you tonight. So, viewers, remember last week I told you about Inside Out? They're having a 50% sale. Don't miss out on it, all right? It's till the end of the month. They have some really great things there. Of course, you know, our set is from Inside Out at Massad, so make sure you get there. Also, I said to you last week that we had a competition from Dr. St. Rose, and she actually said that she had 4 bottles of detox cleansing to give to someone. And Ethel Ismond, she is the person who won it. Also last week I mentioned Rainforest Hideaway, and here's Ethel. There she is. She's actually collecting her look at those 4 bottles. I couldn't believe Dr. St. Rose gave her 4 bottles. So she's got a whole treatment there. So Ethel, make sure you take it, and we're going to call you and you're going to tell us that you cleansed and that you're feeling so much better. And thank you so much, Dr. St. Rose, for that. Really wonderful lady. And also last week I mentioned Rainforest Hideaway in Marigot Bay. They asked visitors to their Facebook page to nominate women they admired as part of the restaurant's International Women's Day celebrations. There were so many wonderful entries that John and Judith Verity of Rainforest Hideaway chose 2 women. One was Mrs. Bernadette Stephen, who was nominated by her daughter Asha, and Lucita Ferdinand nominated Lady Janice Compton. So all 4 ladies and their guests will be treated to a cocktail, 3-course meal and a glass of wine at the restaurant, which is the recipient of a coveted TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Award, which lists it at one of the top 10 fine dining restaurants in the Caribbean. And Lady Janice told me that she was so touched by the nomination, and we'll give you more news on that. So thank you so much, Asha and Lucita, for nominating those ladies and all the other women who actually nominated so many other wonderful women. It was a difficult choice. Thank you so much for participating. Okay, so we're going to go to the break, and when we come back, we want to find out how much you really know about what's happening surgically in St. Lucia, because there are lots of things happening that people just assume, and then rumors, negative things go out there. We're going to stop that right now. You're going to have opportunities to call and ask questions, so don't miss out on that. All right, this is Dolor Factor Live, only on DBS. We'll be right back.